This religious building is an icon and a marvel of modern Islamic architecture. The Sultan Salahuddin Abdul Aziz Shah Mosque, also known as the Shah Alam Mosque, also known as the Blue Mosque. This landmark was officially opened on the 11th of March 1988 and is until today the largest mosque in Malaysia with a capacity of 24,000 worshippers at a single time.
Pernahkah Anda terfikir bagaimana sebuah negara kecil bernama Malaysia mampu membuat ramai pelancong asing terdiam, terpaku, malah ada yang menitiskan air mata apabila mereka melihat keindahan Islam di sini? Bukan hanya kerana bangunan masjid yang megah, bukan sekadar seni bina yang luar biasa, tetapi kerana suasana yang mereka rasakan. Tenang, damai, penuh hormat, dan syarat dengan nilai kemanusiaan yang mereka tak jangka sama sekali. Inilah Malaysia, sebuah tempat yang membuat ramai orang asing tertanya-tanya. Mengapa Islam di sini begitu indah? Mengapa masjid-masjid di Malaysia kelihatan seperti destinasi syurga di bumi? Dan hari ini, kita akan bongkarkan kenapa.
10 most beautiful masjid in Malaysia. Assalamualaikum. This is Tribe from China. Today we are visiting a most recommended masjid from last video. This is called Masjid Seri Sendaya. It's in the Sembilan State, 1 hour drive from Kuala Lumpur. Let's go inside and pray. This is entrance. They have a lot of parking space inside. MashaAllah, stunning. The style is a bit like the masjid in Abu Dhabi, all white. It's so beautiful. Wow, that is the wudu place. I'm speechless, just enjoying the view. Wow. This is the prayer hall. Let's go inside. Assalamualaikum. From China? Yeah. Bismillah. MashaAllah. Wow. So stunning. Food and drinks here. Just finished the Jummah prayer. The best time to visit this masjid is the sunset time. You're gonna see the most beautiful sunset here. You can take a lot of good pictures. Yeah. Now I'm hungry. We're gonna go to have some local special food. Hey, let's go. See you next time.
Non, la vue de ouf. Subhanallah, incroyable.
A mosque by the sea with over 1,000 salawat carved into its walls. Assalamualaikum. Today I'm on a beautiful island in Malaysia called Bangku Island. The building behind me is the Masjid Al-Bada, also known as 1,000 salawat. Let's go inside and pray. Every inch of this mosque is engraved with blessing upon the Nabi Muhammad, carved directly into the architecture. Let's go inside. MashaAllah, this isn't just decoration, it's the thicker remembrance built into the structure. This is the prayer hall. Look at the entrance. Oh. Bismillah. Bismillah. Imagine praying here, surrounded by 1,000 blessings. MashaAllah. Look at the dome. It's marvelous. And also the carpets. Wow. The view of the ocean, the sound of the waves, and the saliva around you just feel so blessed. Alhamdulillah. Non-Muslim also can visit, but you have to wear the abaya. Here is really good for taking pictures. Look. The whole project cost around 30 million ringgit. Stunning project. It's definitely worth a visit. So stay tuned for more video and spread the love.
Excuse me, why does nobody talk about how Islam in Malaysia started in Kedah? Built in 1912, Masjid Zahir is not only one of the most beautiful mosques in Malaysia, but also among the oldest still in use. Its 5 majestic domes represent the 5 pillars of Islam, and its striking Indo-Saracenic architecture makes it a national treasure. This mosque alone is worth the visit to Kedah.
Hey, don't know if you have ever seen that before, but this is cool. The floating mosque. It's really huge here in Kota Kinabalu. Looks like it's floating. And when you look on the right here, the mountains of Sabah, just right behind. On the left here, it's the sea. Oh, what is that? There's like 3 flags. Sabah, Malaysia, and don't know what the last one is.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let's visit the most famous mosque in Malaysia, Putra Mosque. So before entering, I had to put on this red robe because I totally forgot my hijab. But honestly, I think it's a great idea from the mosque. It makes sure everyone is dressed appropriately and respectfully. The mosque is super famous for its pink color. But what makes it even more special is the architecture. It actually combines different architectural styles from various Islamic countries like Persian, Middle Eastern, Malay influences in the patterns and decorations, which you can see in details everywhere. I was so lucky to meet a guide there explaining all the history behind the mosque. He also told me that minaret's design was inspired in a mosque in Baghdad, and this is showing how Islamic cultures are so connected. This was such a beautiful experience. The mix of cultures, the peaceful atmosphere. Putra Mosque is truly beautiful and amazing. I would love to visit it again. So if you're ever in Malaysia, Putra Mosque is definitely a must visit.
Malaysian and international volunteers are doing an amazing job introducing tourists to Islam. I joined Raihana at the Federal Territory Mosque for a guided tour. 99% of the visitors here are non-Muslims, and it takes over 1 year of studies to become a volunteering guide. Raihana, originally from South Africa and a multi-religious family, has the patience and the outlook to build bridges of understanding between people of different backgrounds.
God is so kind, God is so compassionate, God is so loving.
She has been based in Malaysia for 10 years, and her son grew up attending Masjid Walayah Persekutuan. Tourists from Russia, Hong Kong, and Japan appreciated marvelous architecture, got acquainted with the Quran, and even assisted at an Islamic school rehearsal. Terima kasih for this heartwarming tour.
Check out the view from the top deck of this masjid. The second tallest building in the world right there in view. KL Tower right over there. Wow, how beautiful is that? I think out of all the masjids I've been to so far in Malaysia, this place is probably the most peaceful, the most quiet, not gonna lie. I love how in the middle of this courtyard there's just a big water fountain. I'm literally surrounded by just pillars everywhere. The pillars are a combination of white, gold, and then kind of like this darker gray, but it is absolutely stunning. Closer look of the architecture, just so beautiful, spanning across the entire building. So walking around this masjid, I noticed that there's multiple ways to get in. I think there's more than 8 different ways to enter and leave this masjid. That's when you know how big this place is. Crazy thing is, I haven't even entered the masjid portion of this. This is all a masjid, right? Because you could pray on any of these places. You're not allowed shoes in this area. But then, right behind me is the main center. This is where the air conditioning is. Bismillah. Wow. Look at how beautiful and massive this place is. Every single masjid I go to has absolutely stunning architecture in here. Every single time. The National Masjid is definitely a gem. Looks like they have some Dakwah centers as well here. The lineages of the Prophet, a bunch of different pamphlets, even have the scientific miracles in the Quran. I noticed in this masjid there's a lot of tourist signs everywhere, like tourist directions and stuff. I think they have a lot of those Dakwah things up there for people that visit the masjid continuously. Also, earlier today, I wish I got it on camera, but I saw a lot of people in purple robes. So it looks like they make the tourists or the non-Muslims wear purple robes before entering in, just so they can kind of like see who's a Muslim, who's not a Muslim. I respect the fact so much that they have open tourism for non-Muslims to come in here and experience Islam firsthand in the National Masjid here in Malaysia. What a beautiful blue roof right there, subhanAllah. You got to get that view from the outside courtyard too. What a beautiful masjid, subhanAllah.
To know me is to love me.
Yeah. In Malay, tak kenal maka tak cinta. So, as you know, Malaysia is a Muslim majority country. The official religion of this country is Islam.
And I love that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful religion. And as you can see, this is Masjid Sultan Ismail in Batu Pahat. You can see the Islamic architecture, you know.
Yes.
Sebelum mereka datang ke Malaysia, ramai pelancong hanya tahu Islam melalui apa yang media luar tunjukkan. Ada yang takut, ada yang ragu, ada yang tak faham. Tetapi sebaik sahaja mereka melangkah ke Masjid Putra, Masjid Wilayah, Masjid Terapung, Masjid Besi, atau mana-mana masjid kecil di kampung, pandangan mereka berubah serta-merta. Mereka melihat senyuman, keramahan, kebersihan, dan ketenangan yang menyelimuti seluruh ruang. Ada yang terkejut bila tahu masjid di Malaysia bukan sekadar tempat solat, tetapi pusat komuniti, tempat pelancong dialu-alukan, tempat sesiapa pun boleh singgah untuk menikmati keindahan seni bina dan ketenangan jiwa tanpa rasa takut atau segan. Mereka kagum kerana Islam di Malaysia bukan dipaksa, bukan digerunkan, bukan ditonjolkan dengan kekerasan, tetapi hadir dalam bentuk keindahan yang membuat hati manusia jatuh cinta secara natural. Setiap kali mereka menjejakkan kaki di halaman masjid, mereka akan berhenti seketika, kagum dengan gabungan seni Melayu, Turki, Timur Tengah, Cina, dan Nusantara yang bersatu dalam satu bangunan. Tiang-tiang gah, ukiran halus, lantai marmar yang berkilat, dan cahaya matahari yang memantul dari kolam refleksi membuat mereka terasa seolah-olah berada di dalam film. Tetapi keindahan itu bukan hanya pada struktur, ia ada pada jiwa masyarakat Islam Malaysia sendiri. Mereka melihat bagaimana umat Islam hormat pada tetamu bukan Islam, bagaimana jemaah melayan pelancong dengan baik, bagaimana imam penjaga masjid, dan masyarakat setempat memberi ruang kepada pelawat untuk bertanya, memahami, dan merasai sendiri suasana spiritual tanpa paksaan. Inilah bahagian yang membuat mereka benar-benar terpegun. Mereka tidak sangka Islam di Malaysia begitu lembut, begitu harmoni, begitu mendamaikan. Ada pelancong yang berkata, jika semua orang di dunia melihat Islam seperti di Malaysia, tiada lagi salah faham. Ada yang berkata, saya tak pernah rasa setenang ini. Ada juga yang terus berkata, now I understand why Muslims love their faith so much. Bahkan, ada yang mula belajar mengambil wuduk, mula bertanya tentang azan, mula bertanya tentang arti solat, hanya kerana mereka tersentuh oleh adab dan keindahan Islam Malaysia. Hari Senin, dalam video ini, saya mau tunjukkan kepada anda bagaimana Islam di Malaysia mampu memukau sesiapa sahaja yang datang. Kita akan lihat reaksi warga asing yang tak pernah masuk masjid, kita akan dengar kata-kata jujur mereka ketika melangkah ke ruang solat buat pertama kali. Dan kita akan rasai betapa kuatnya aura spiritual yang membuat mereka seolah-olah tidak mahu keluar. Inilah Malaysia. Inilah Islam yang damai. Inilah keindahan yang tidak digambarkan oleh media luar. Dan percayalah, setelah memposting video dan anda sendiri akan merasa lebih bangga menjadi sebahagian daripada negara ini.